Dang. I think I've got too much light on the matter here. Oh, yeah. Is anybody there? It's too freaking hot in my house. Y'all there? Let me see. Hi, Christina. Hi. Okay. So is it better like this? Or is it better with the light on? Dang. Okay, not obviously it's not. It's too dark like this. Come on. Air conditioning. Oh, I can't have the fan on when the light's off. All right, that settles it. I have to have the fan on. It's bloody hot. Come on. It's so hot in California. It's ridiculous. Hi. Okay. I need you guys right now. Holy moly. I just got some really shitty news. And I don't know if I believe it or not. So look at my chest. I'm stressed about it. So that wasn't why I got together with you guys. I planned on getting together with you. Listen to the song. This is the song about I took a pill in Ibiza, you know, and it fucked them all up, and there's issues. I'm getting high. I'm getting somebody that I love has got mental instability, and that's scaring me. So I want to see what Spirit has to say. I had a fantastic day. Did you guys have a good day today? I had a fabulous day. Did you guys see the hi? Did you guys see the video on the vultures that were outside? Lots of heavy energy. Holy shit. You don't even know. I mean, what I'm just getting right now is that someone that I love deeply has literally is mentally unstable, and it's bad. And I don't mean like depressed. I mean, it's not good. They're doing like not cool things. I'm gonna light some sage for us. I know that there's a lot of people in that. Hi, Connie. I'm glad you came. There's people in the chat. You did see the video? Cool. There's people in the chat that are going through a rough time too. So I'm going to hold on. I'm gonna light some sage for all of us. We need it. We need it. I'm annoyed with myself because I let that wand burn inside, you know, and I didn't put it out, and I've got this freaking hollowed out sage wand. I should know better, but I got distracted. I was super busy and I wasn't paying attention. Woo! All right, we got a message right away. You have a big heart. So we love you. We love you, we love you. So if you're feeling crappy right now, know that you're with your family and we love you. Okay. See, this time I'm going to light it like that. Oh, can you see? So that I don't burn the inside out. Somebody's burning from the inside out. Okay, it's the truth then. So maybe it's not that somebody I love is mentally unstable. They're just going through hell right now. So I'm going to hi. Can I ask you, I'm not going to tell you who it is, and you know what, it could be for all of us in here right now. So let's do a collective send out of love for the ones that are going through things right now, mental turmoil or emotional anguish. Let's ask the Father right now to fill them with unconditional love. And that's probably people in our chat and other people. Can we ask for that right now? I'm going to ask for that. I want to know, how come I can't can I send a heart? I'm going to ask for that. I'm sending love. I'm asking the Father to fill everyone that's going through this difficult time, this emotional trauma. God, it's heavy. It's very heavy. Oh, why can't I do those hearts? That's cool. Send a bunch of hearts. Okay, so thank you. Oh, wow, I can see myself large. That's weird. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to see if I can watch myself. Oh, wow, I can see myself large. That's weird. There's a delay. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to see if I can send hearts. I'm doing it. Okay, I'm going to turn my volume down. There's a delay. That's so cool. Okay, so I can join and that way I can say stuff to you guys. All right. That's so cool. 7 people. I don't know. This might be tonight's message to dream on. Okay? So if there are 7 people in the chat, Sandy didn't wake up. I don't know where she's at. She's normally my my secretary, and she's missing in action. I sent her a message and she's MIA. Copal? Oh, I've got some copal. Connie, why am I burning copal? I have copal too. Will that help him? I love the smell of copal. Thank you for saying that, because I have some copal and I haven't been burning it. And I've got that little seashell. Lorena, can you be the secretary tonight? Can you keep track of people who want a reading? I know it's a big job, but consider it a trade-off for your reading. If you can. I'm looking for my copal. Now that you said that, now I have to have mine too. There's a reason you said that. You know why? Probably to send me into this cupboard. Because in this cupboard, I'm seeing things that, you know what? Maybe this is what I need. I'm going to bring this out. I've got Reiki, that's what I'm doing instead. Forget the copal. Because I'm asking for I'm going to ask for long distance Reiki to go to whoever it is that's connected to my life that's going through this terrible emotional upset right now. Okay, Lorena, so far there's 4 people, I take it. If you could put those people in order, that would be great. I've got Reiki incense, right? And I'm gonna call the Reiki masters in right now. Shokore, dekomayo, say hi ki, Hansaze shonen. Okay, so I'm ready to roll for so I'm going to do the heart chakra. See, I've got heart chakra incense. So I'm going to ask that. I can feel it in my stomach right now. My solar plexus is already spinning. So the Father already knows. The Reiki masters have already heard me, and I'm already working it. Wow. So I'm asking for unconditional love to go into the crown and to fill them completely. I'm asking for the Reiki energy to go in as well at this moment. Please fill them with that healing energy. And I'm going to ask that the whole time that we work right now, that Reiki energy flows through their body exactly where they need it. If you want to jump in on this, on this healing right now, consider yourself jumped in. I don't have to ask for you specifically. I just need to ask for your permission. But the one that I'm sending it to has already given his permission. So the Reiki energy is going in, and this is going to assist. This is the heart chakra that I'm lighting. So the sage wand already went out. Well, there's a little bit going, so we're gonna have both going. We're gonna have the heart chakra, the healing Reiki energy, and I'm gonna see it as this going in, the fire lighting it up, the heart chakra, and here comes the energy in. Okay, so it's gonna fill. This is gonna work. We got both going. Check it out. We got Reiki. We've got heart chakra incense. We've got the sage going. We've got all of our energy, and if that doesn't kick the shit out of whatever's bothering them, I don't know what will. All right. Okay. Why did it get dark like that? What's going on? My screen got dark. That's really weird. I'm going to say something, and maybe it'll change the screen. Hi. No, it didn't. That's really weird. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, well. Okay, so we're going to get rolling here. I don't know why the screen went weirdly dark like that. That sucks. I don't know why it's doing that. Why do things happen like this? So what went dark? What does that mean? What does that mean? So I asked for the healing energy. My screen's doing something really bizarre. When I touch it, it's doing like... It's doing really weird things. All right, I'm going to stop messing with it. Hi, Christina. Hi. Why say wow? What's going on? Maybe you have it so it's flipped to my evening mode. I don't like that. I stop that from happening, and it takes it out of my control, and it's like I don't like it when they make decisions for me, you know? Okay. Who's first? So should we read cards? Should we read pictures, or what kind of a deck do you want to work with? Do you want to do like little short ones, or should I read pictures? Should we do like, there's the Angel Tarot, the Enchanted Map, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Christina's in. No, Christina's in. I sent a message to Christina. She's in. Put her down. Put her down. I'm glad I saw that. Okay. Who's first? Megna, no, Christina's first. Okay. Christina's first. I'm gonna start with Christina. I guess it's the Angel Tarot. Wow, that incense smells badass. Okay, so the one that I'm connecting with, I want you to feel me right now. I want you to feel that energy coming into your crown. I want you to recognize that the healing energy is working through you. I'm with you. Spirit is with you. This entire soul family is sending their positive energy to you. Consider yourself deeply loved. Okay. I think am I doing 11? I just got 11 in my head. I said 7, but it went higher, didn't it? So I guess it's 11. And this is going to have to be tonight's message to dream on, because I won't have any time to do that as well. Okay, for Christina. Skilled work is rewarded. Okay, I've been getting this a lot today. So there's something that here's this person out in nature, and they're digging deep into the books. So I'm just going to talk about what comes to my head. First of all, I got to turn the radio down because it's interfering. I do want it for just side messages, but not that loud. Okay, so God, can you guys see that? What happened? Can you see that, or is it too dark? Wow, that's really dark. I don't like that. Wow. You know what, you guys? I think I have to come back. I think I have to turn this bloody thing off and come back. I don't know why I can't see it. Can you see it better like this? Can you see that card? Why is that so stinking dark? How about like that? All right, so I don't know why it's so dark. I don't know what's going on with my phone. That's really lame. I don't know what I should do. I don't know if there's any way that I can, it's backwards. I know it's always backwards. You can see it. It's really dark though. This is stupid. Why is my phone so dark? It's doing weird things. When I touch the screen, it's doing this like whoop thing. Is it better like that? That's better, right? You can see that better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, we're gonna do it like that. So, I'm trying to get this screen off. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, sorry. Okay, so we see this person hitting the books, and they're going back to school. What is it in your life that you may be interested in learning? It's time to move forward. It's time to get grounded. It's time to... I'm thrown off. I'm thrown off right now. I don't know what's going on. Sorry. My energy's just been hit with something, and I don't know what it is. So basically, your mind is on your path. Your mind is on what is important to you right now. And right now, you're studying something. You're trying to learn something. You're trying to figure something out. You're so engrossed in this. You're dedicated. You're very, very... you don't even see what's going on around you. And Spirit says that this is the right way for you to, this is the right path for you to be on. Okay, your wings are up, you're connecting to Spirit. You've got all of these books of knowledge in front of you and you're studying hard. Look at this, he's kissing my feet now. Something going on with that too. Song playing, I think I'm losing my mind right now. Somebody I know is really having a hard time. And I'm sad about that. Sorry, I'm getting thrown off. Somebody's pulling at me. So clearly you've got a lot to learn. You've got this book that you're working through, but then you've got all of these ones that are stacked up. So you're going to have to ask for Spirit to help you. Maybe set aside the amount of time that you need. Set aside the right conditions. Help you get into the mindset where you can get serious and really buckle down. I'm trying to learn something. There's something right now. I told you guys I want to learn how to do tarot. I'm interested in it. But what they're saying right now is it's time for a serious commitment to actually really get serious about what maybe has been rolling around in your mind, about the next step, whatever it is. They definitely want you to focus. So get your mindset, focus on where you want to go, what you want to do. It doesn't necessarily have to be, I mean, this is talking about skilled work, going back to school, but it doesn't have to be that. It can be anything. Anything that you are interested in, anything that your priority is on right now, they want you to pay attention to it right now. Give it your due diligence. Call Spirit in, ask for for signs to come to you, for you to be connected with the right people. Like right now I'm thinking about, a motorhome on wheels, or like a school bus. I'm living in a school bus, like literally. Hold on. Literally. I don't like the screen so dark like that. But I'm thinking about, that's what I'm thinking about myself. So I'm doing a lot of research on what would be advantageous, other people that are doing it, different ways that I can do it. I'm serious about it, so I'm doing the research. So for you, whatever the subject is, they want you to do the research. They want you to see what are all the feasible ideas, feasible ways to do it. Is this a good idea? Is this not a good idea? I got a message right before I started. Like I told you, somebody's going through a lot right now. There might be choices or options, opportunities given to you, coming to you, and it might not be a good idea. You might have a couple of different paths that you can choose from, and you need to ask Spirit, what is in my highest good? What is going to help me the most on my path? Because I may be thinking that I want this. Maybe my heart's been leading me in this direction, but maybe there's things that are hidden that I'm not able to see because I keep thinking about the messages that we got about being vigilant, right? Being observant and pay attention to what's going on. There may be some things that we're not privy to. So ask Spirit to highlight if this is a good idea, that I should be doing this. Help me line up with the right people at the right time and have things go through smoothly. I'm going to leave it at that, okay? Okay. I'm going to put you back this way. No, you know what? I don't like it like that. Hold on. There, it's not so dark right now. I just have to pray that it stays that way. Maybe my phone got hot. Okay, so who's next? I'm all over the place. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I have so many questions here that I can't. Whoops. Wow, there's so much that I can't see. Okay, Megna is next. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, who in my life is having such a difficult time? That makes me really, really sad. I got it. You know what? Maybe it's I'm thinking about the different ways that it can be. So maybe it's overwhelming and they're going through a difficult time, but they're going to be able to handle it. They're going to be able to handle it. But you know what? They are going to be able to handle it. I'm just saying that straight up. They've got Spirit. They've got help. They've got me. I'm not going to let anybody fall. So they're going to be okay. I'm just putting it out there. It's this one. Right on. Wow. You're going to dig on this card. Dang. Wait till you see this one. The world, baby. Woo! Okay, when you get the world in front of you, I don't think it can get much better than that. That means that the world, for one thing, you've got everything in front of you. You see Archangel Michael here. He's got 2 wands in his hand. Everything's lit up. The whole world's lit up. It's like, dang, man. So the message is a job well done, joy, contentment, gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. Basically, if the world, to me, it's coming full circle. So you've just completed something. You've completed, well, I know, Magna, you have, right? You've completed something in your life. You've definitely come full circle in some kind of circumstance. It's a very important cycle of your life that's been completed, and you've done a good job, and you're ready to move on. That's what it is. And you've got the world, you've got it in front of you, right? It's about completion, absolutely. So it could be your birth date, right on. 21, right on. So you realize this. You realize that you've completed this cycle, and you're expanding. You're expanding now, and you're going to move forward. And so now it's about being grateful for where you're at, moving to the next level. This could be a new, there's a lot of things. A new job, new relationship, new home. It's definitely moving forward. And it's about, it's freedom. Freedom. That's what comes with the world. So that's your message. I'm gonna move along because we have so many people. Hold on. Who's next? My screen's gone dark again. Damn it. Damn it. Who's next, please? I'm gonna start shuffling, and then you tell me who's next. Oliver? Oh, I love that name. Oliver? What's Oliver's last name? You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I love that name, Oliver. Oliver Twist was like one of my favorites. Okay, how do I do this? I'm gonna put you down like this, and I'm gonna shuffle. I don't know why the screen's so dark like that. That's really weird. Correct for neutrality on all levels. And for people who weren't able to get in on the reading, these readings are really for all of us. They really are, because our energy comes together as a collective. And so there's always a message in it for each and every one of us. I know that everyone wants one specifically, but you may find too that, wow, that reading was for you, because it is. These readings are for more than one person. So please don't cut out because you didn't get in as have a personal reading, because there's a lot that you need to experience here, and you could use our connection, our energetic connection, and we can use yours. So all right, this one, yeah, okay. Now we've been talking about opportunities coming, right? That there's an opportunity coming. We've been talking about forward movement. Well, check this one out. Ace of Fire. So the Ace of Fire, how do I get the, hold on a second. I want to ask you guys something. Hold on. I'm trying to get the conversation, like all you guys talking, off of my screen. I wonder if I can, oh there, I got rid of you. It's not that I don't want to see you. I can see you, I have you over on my computer, so I can see you there. But it's covering up my screen, so I can't see the picture. And I want to be able to look at the picture too. So here you see this guy. He's quite pleased with himself, isn't he? So the Ace of Fire could represent somebody from, it could be an Aries, a Leo, and a Sagittarius. It could be that kind of an individual in your life. Doesn't have to be a man, but when you see the fire, it represents, to me, it could be somebody in that sign. It also represents passion. It also represents, because fire, passionate, forward movement. The fact that he's the ace, I always think about, you always want the ace when you gamble. So you want to gamble on this guy, right? So that's why they're saying this opportunity that's coming forward, it's an ace. You want to gamble on this one. You're not taking too much of a risk for this one. It's the ace. It's the Red Baron, right? So it's a new opportunity, and it's with the opportunity, it has the ability to change your life. So there's possibilities for your career that are coming into view that are pretty badass, pretty exciting. They could be, the fact that it's the Ace of Fire means it could be coming really quickly, and you definitely want to embrace it. Spirit's telling you, go forward. This guy is going forward fearlessly. This guy is happy as a clam. Look at him. He's ready to rock. He's like, let's do it. He's confident. He's secure. He's got what he needs. Damn, man, look at the castles behind you and the giant moons. So pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your dreams. You might be getting ideas in your dream time. You might be getting aha moments, like little epiphanies that come to you right now, because there's a lot of that going on, the energy right now. Whatever it is with the opportunity that comes towards you right now, they're telling you to go for it. So if you're wondering, this is your sign. Yes, do it. This is the time to take what you might consider a risk. Spirit's saying, really, it's not a risk. If you are in the position or not in the position, if you're wanting things to change, now's the time. So this is definitely a yes, a forward movement. It's a fresh start. So what I got when I started this message was that I felt like somebody was going through a difficult time, and it might be that they're just terrified. They're just like, oh God, is it time to move forward? So if you're listening to this reading tonight, your answer is yes. It's an affirmative. Even if you're feeling scared or trepidatious, don't, because Spirit's on your side and they're telling you this is going to be, it's going to be all good, even if it's kind of scary. So that was a good message to me, because I said I wanted to know what was going on, how it was affecting my life, because I knew that I was going to be given an opportunity. And I was a little bit worried. I thought, geez, does that mean that I shouldn't go there? But Spirit's literally telling me to, yes, it's a go. So that's your message. All right, now I got to see who's next. Hold on a second. Song right now. I knew I loved you then, but you never knew. I played it cool because I was scared of letting go. Oh, babe, I knew I needed you, but I never showed. I want to stay with you until we're gray and old. If we do 11, may I have one, please? Who's next? I'm looking and I can't see. I know that there's a delay here. I'm going to pull the box up again. Hi. Somebody tell me who's next. There we go. Kimberly's next. Wait a minute. How many people do we have, you guys? How many people do we have? That was your reading, by the way. That was your reading. Look at my hair. Jeez. I just came back from the gym. I've decided to listen so someone else could have a chance for reading. Most resonate with me anyway. Okay, I want to know. Oh, you're very welcome. Oliver, thank you. I didn't know who you were. Please tell me how many people that I'm reading for. How many people are there? 11? Okay. Okay. I just came back from the gym. I went to do, I want to tell you what I went to do. I went to exchange this lip liner. I went to get this lip liner that had no color to stop your lipstick from bleeding. And I ended up getting this white eyeliner crap instead. It was wrong. So I was going to take it back. And I decided to stop at the gym, and I don't know why. For something. Oh, because my phone wouldn't work. I wanted to see if I could come back later and see how late it was open or whatever. And my phone wouldn't work. There's reasons for everything. There's reasons for everything. I couldn't get any internet. I went to call, and I thought, forget it. I'm already here. I'll just go in and ask. So I walk in there, and I was going to go and just go on the treadmill for until my legs fell off, because I haven't been doing enough exercise. And I just thought, I said, is there a yoga class? And she says it starts in 3 minutes. And it was power yoga, and it kicked my ass. Oh my God. But it was awesome. And what was amazing was the girl, I've never been with her before. She's new. Or maybe I'm new to her class because it's power yoga. And she sat down and she said, I'm going to just tell you guys something. She goes, it's about putting limitations on yourself. And she says, a lot of times we say to ourselves, this is as far as I can go, or I'm not going to get any more money than this, or I'm not going to be able to attain this. I don't have the money right now. I can't afford to get that really cool hippie bus that I want to live on. Maybe I'll have to get something different, or I can't do whatever. I'm just doing that. And then she says, and you got to think about the self-limiting thoughts that you put out there. Don't put any self-limiting thoughts on yourself. The universe can give you. So ask for more, always more. Expect more. Don't ask for less. Don't expect less. She does this whole thing. And I sat there laughing because I thought, I just finished doing an article on this. I just finished doing a video on this, and so I listened to her, and she said she wanted to go to this retreat in Costa Rica, and she says it was way too expensive, and she just has always wanted to go, and it's coming up in January, and then she finally decided to say to herself, you know what, this is ridiculous. Why am I saying that I can't do this? I'm not going to put limits on the universe. I can do anything I want. I can have anything I want. The universe can bring it to me. That's why I posted. You guys are probably thinking, that's kind of cheeky. That's why I posted. Does anybody want to donate a motorhome or a school bus for my home so I can do my spiritual work and take it on the road? Because I thought, I'm going to put it out there. Because it's a tax write-off. There are people that have motorhomes that are just sitting in the driveway and rotting and not doing anything with it. And they need to have tax write-offs, you know, people that have a lot more money than me. So I thought I'd put it out there, and I thought, I laughed because she is saying, you know, just throw it out to the universe. You never know what it means. You never know what it'll bring in. I may get together with my partner. I may get together with the love of my life. He may have to write off some taxes, and maybe he could donate a van to me and write off his taxes. Just thinking, who knows what it's going to be. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Lorena Hamilton, there's 11 people. Who's next? And how many people are asking? How many people are not getting a reading? And clearly there seems to be some kind of upset going on. Sandy gets really firm with people. So I want to make it fair. Waiting on my Mary Jane. Oh, Kaylee, you crack me up. Kimberly's next. Okay. So Kimberly, oops, we're doing it this way. Kimberly's next. Well, this is my Mary Jane. This is my big joint. It's sage. I wouldn't be able to channel if I was high as a kite. Who knows, though, you guys, what it would be like if I was. I might get some really good insight. I did ask my yoga teacher if she was going to go to an ayahuasca retreat when she was in Costa Rica. And she said that she wasn't sure if that was something that she was ready for. And I said, I won't do it because I'm already so open spiritually that I'm afraid if I opened up like that, my mind might fracture and I might never come back. Okay, it's this one. Okay. So, this is for 3 were late. You know what? You know, and it's true. I can't keep yeah, you do need to get in order and get some of my sage wands. Get your butt in order. Christmas is coming. Treat yourself. Kimberly. Okay. So Kimberly, Kimberly, what's the last name? Kimberly Greenwald. Okay. Is that who it is, or is it my Kimberly? Kimberly from Canada. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Whoever I'm reading for, you know who's next. If it's Kimberly, this is for you, okay? I'm going to spin you around. Hold on. 10 of air. All right, so here's the deal. This group of people, you see these two, and you see this herd, right? They're separating. They have decided that they're taking off. Now look at the number, 10. That's a gateway. Their gateway is not going back with them. It's going that way. They are separating from the group. So it's a difficult situation that has ended, and they're now removing themselves from whatever this group is, family, friends, organization, what job, whatever it is. And it's time to embrace the change. They say to you, expect things to get better. Expect it. So if you are going through a situation right now and you're just not sure how you're going to make it, you're already just turning away from the situation, you're already on the right path. Just by making the choice to leave it, you're already embracing change and moving in the positive direction. They show recovering from an addiction. Now, again, addiction doesn't have to be alcohol, doesn't have to be drugs. Addiction can be, you're a workaholic. Maybe you need to separate from that work that's just taken over your life. And you have no freaking life. You've been working in this job and it's you have no time for anyone or anything. You can't even have your spiritual path because you're glued to your job. So maybe you've left a job system, right? Whatever it is, that can be an addiction. You know, whatever it is. And when you do leave, so if it's people, even work people or family or groups of people that you were associated with, when you leave, there may be sadness, right? Maybe you have to leave to go to a different area. Maybe you're hold on, I'm going to turn around. Maybe you're leaving and you have to leave the state. Maybe you got to leave and your job takes you somewhere different. So then there's going to be sadness, right? There's going to be sadness with leaving. Even though it's something that you want, it's always sad. It's always difficult. Change is always difficult. And to leave people and leave situations is also very difficult, even when you know it's in your highest good. So recognize that and honor that and allow yourself to feel that and work through whatever it is. I'm going to spin you around. They're not going to a crappy place, though. I mean, they're going into the forest, which is very, very beautiful. And I can't help but notice this. I know see the branch, it's a branch, but I see different things in pictures. The way it's lit up there, can you see that shimmering kind of line right there? To me, I see them, they're in a bubble of protection. they're in a bubble of protection, and that's a vortex, because Spirit is telling you that's a gateway and they want you to walk through it. So it's kind of like the Fool card going off and going through the vortex, going through the opening. That's what I see right there. There's an opening and Spirit's asking you to move through it. So don't put limits on yourself. Remember what I was talking about when I said that, you know, you could say to yourself, I can't do this, or it's not feasible, it's not reasonable to think this, it's not reasonable. Don't say that. Don't put limits on Spirit. Don't put limits on what you want, what you call in. I want this, I want that. I said I want a little traveling motorhome, and I want that little cottage. I want it all. And somebody said to me the other day, how is the universe going to bring you anything when you keep changing your mind? But the point is, you don't put it in stone. You don't sit there and say, absolutely this, right? Don't do that. Let Spirit bring you whatever's in your highest good. But throw the net out wide and see what it is that Spirit can bring you in. So at this time, they're saying that there's fantastic opportunities coming forward. We already know that Spirit's saying that this is a gateway, so this is good. So this is move forward and allow the universe to bestow the gifts upon you that you deserve. You deserve this. That's it. That's all I'm getting. That's it. That's that message. So hold on. I'm going to bring the conversations back. Okay. So that was... Hi, Liza. You should try it and call it going live. Hi, with Sherry. Oh, you know what, Kaylee? What's funny is there's another reader that I watch. There's only one person. Actually, there's two that I watch. She's hysterical, and she's always drinking when she reads. And she says that she's just drinking water. Brianna, you know her. But sometimes she's not. Sometimes she's drinking wine. I've got chia water. It's mine. I'm so high on life, though. I don't need any outside influences. I'm an Aries. Right? Jody's next. All right. Okay. All right. So let me spin this back around. Oh, no, I'll just put you like this. I'll just put you like this. Okay. The song that's playing right now, What About Us, makes me think of somebody that was in the military, because it says, you came and we called. Right? So you might be leaving the military, somebody, and you've maybe been in the military a very long time, and that's all you know, and those are your friends, and when you separate from it, part of you is going to be really sad. But it sounds like the person's very disillusioned with whoever it is, whichever this group is. What about us? We came and you came and we called, and what about all the broken promises? When you said you had all the answers. This person is very disillusioned with where they were, and so they're leaving that situation, and God bless them for doing it, because our president is a psychotic psychopath. Okay, correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct. Doesn't have to be the military. It could be a military-style family. It could be just a military feeling where they felt like they had no control over their life. On the way home, I was hearing that song. It's really sad. My grandson brought it to my daughter's attention. And it's somebody who says, I feel like my life ain't mine. I don't want to live today. I don't want to live. I feel like I'm out of my mind. I feel like my life ain't mine. I don't want to live. And at the end of the song, it's like, I don't want to die today. It's like, God, you know what? Sometimes you can be locked into situations that literally make you feel like you'd rather just take your life. And it's really brutal. Brutal. There's that energy out there. So not that I'm being negative. Spirit's saying that we're getting past this. Wow. And this is kind of like a segue right into this card. Who is this? Jody. Okay, hold on. You love my clock? Thanks. Isn't it cool? Do you know I got that clock for $25 in Sedona at my favorite thrift store? The Sedona Goodwill. The Sedona Goodwill. It's the one in West Sedona. It's badass. It's the best stuff. I have the coolest stuff there from that thrift store. and I've got to give it oh, it's on time right now. It's only on time right now because we're at that time. That's hysterical, because it's actually the battery's dead and it's kind of dying, and it's like really, really slow. So we're back around where it's actually on time. That's hysterical. The time is right. I just heard in my head. Okay, so this card, a significant life change. Now, what I'm getting from this is like the song that I was talking about. Whatever it is that went on, you've just come through a significant life change, right? And you've had a powerful revelation. And it's time to move forward. It's time to spread your wings like this angel is standing here. She's moving into the... You know what's interesting to me? I thought of something, and I know that these flowers probably are roses. They are, but what I saw at first
was I was thinking of red poppies in the field, like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, and the field of poppies, because I was thinking there was somebody was not in their right frame of mind where they were before. They were disillusioned because they saw something was presented to them in a way that actually ended up not being the case, and it might have been really, really. It was almost like it was the addiction, an addiction to something that was untrue. That's what I'm getting from this, because whatever it is, it's a wake-up call. So that's why I see the poppies. In my mind, I'm seeing a field of poppies that knocked you out, that you weren't able to see things for as they really were. So what it's telling you is it's about time you realized, I need to make a change. I can't stay going this way any longer, right? There might be a revelation that's coming to you, because the message that we got earlier today, did I post it? Yeah, I did. Today's reading was awesome. And it was the eclipse, right? The eclipse mermaid. And that talks about revelations. And maybe something that came out because there were scandals, truths being told, things that were coming to light. And because of those revelations, change has to happen. And it might be something that you've known that was coming, or that you've known about, or something that you knew you were needing to do, but you've been like delaying. So this is about, oh, Jody, my God, this is no more procrastination. This is about freedom of movement for you. This is about forward changes, and this is about expanding your spiritual growth and yourself. So Spirit's telling you it's time to motivate yourself and listen to your intuition as you move forward. I want to see, hold on, I'm going to get my magnifying glass out. I want to see what I'm looking at in this picture. There's so much that you can't see unless you guys have this card. Even with me, I'm sitting here with my magnifying glass. So what are those birds that I'm looking at? What are they? So they're herons. They're great herons. So it's standing on your own 2 feet, responsible for yourself. There's blue butterflies. So blue could represent a period of depression, but the butterfly is in transformation. So it could also represent a calmness. I also see right down here, right down there, that's a dragonfly, and it's green, so it's healing. It's also about opening your heart chakra. The dragonfly represents seeing past the illusion. So the field of poppies is something that maybe you have been blind to, or you knew that it was there, but you have turned a blind eye to it, or pretended like you weren't seeing it, or you didn't want to see what was actually in front of you. But now you realize, I have to pay attention to this. This is real. And I see something hidden in the front here. There's a jar. There's a cistern of some sort that's hidden in the front. So I think that she's coming along this pathway, and she's going to realize something is going to come. That's the epiphany. That's the aha moment. That's the thing that you have all of a sudden realized, okay, you know what? It's time. I see it. It's visible. It's been here all along, but I wasn't able to see it. I might have been in a kind of drugged state, self-induced coma for whatever reason, for whatever it was that I was enjoying. But it's definitely about seeing the truth of the matter, and it's about rapid, inevitable change. This is not something that you can avoid. It's like the eclipse. That's what the message was today. This eclipse energy is bringing something that you're not going to be able to avoid, and its time is running out. So now's the time to make the change.
Wow. Okay. That's your card. Connie's next. The bird next to the angel.
Oh my God, you guys, how could I not see that bird? How can I not see that bird? Because I'm freaking blind in here. So now that bird, you know, it's interesting to me because it doesn't have the head of the bird that it probably is representing. You can't really see the shape of the head. It's a kind of a swallow. But to me, it's got red wings and it's got red tail feathers and its body is white. So I'm seeing a barn owl. I'm literally seeing a barn owl. Okay, so because of that, I'm going to bring that up. Thank you for bringing that up, because that's what I'm seeing, and it doesn't even matter if that's what it is. But because I saw that, my higher self wants us to give that message, the barn owl. So the barn owl specifically, let's pick this up. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, definitely. So it's about stealth. It's about, the barn owl has the shape of a heart on it. Its face is the shape of a heart, So some people find that beautiful, some people find that scary. So it's making me think about the opportunity that's coming. That might seem like it's frightening, and or maybe to some people that it would be frightening, but to somebody else it's actually beautiful. So this was actually a message for me, so thank you for bringing that up. I needed to see that. That's what I needed to see. The barn owl is different than other owls. They don't make the hooing sound. They hiss, and they scream, and they click, and they cackle. So it's almost like a witch. I wonder if I can zoom that in. Oh my God, I can. Look at that, you guys. I can zoom it in. I'm also seeing a swallow, but the colors are the colors of the barn owl. That's why, oh great, now I can't zoom it out. That's retarded. Hold on. Oh wow, I hope I can, well, I'm gonna have to keep it zoomed in. Sorry about that, I can't zoom it out. I didn't think I would be able to zoom in, oh there we go, thank you Father. So the barn owl, let's see, specifically, the colors, the two different colors, okay, now that I know I can do it, I'm going to do it again. The two colors that we see, the brown and the white, see, help it with camouflage. And yes, I realize it's probably a barn swallow. We can take that too, because a barn swallow is a harbinger of hope. But I'm hearing, I need to give this message. It's very important to give this message. So it's giving them, because it's the brown and reds with the white, it gives them the ability to camouflage. So that they can kind of like blend into a tree stump, and it also gives them kind of like a ghostly appearance. So it's kind of like when they fly around at night, it's about camouflaging them. Is what it is. Their eyes can not swivel in their sockets the way ours do. Did you realize that? That's why they swivel their head. So it looks as though they're swiveling their head all the way around. That's why people kind of get freaked out by them. What's sad about it is the barn owls live very, very short lifespans. They're only 1 or 2 years because of predators. Isn't that really sad? And if they were in captivity, they would live up to 25 years. So it makes me feel like 1 to 2 years, there might be something that's going on. The fact that I'm getting all kinds of messages right now. Something that's going to happen, an opportunity that's coming up that may be scary to other people, that might be something that grabs your heart. It might be a period of 1 to 2 years where there's something that you may have to go into camouflage. It might be something like that going on. You might be going away. You might be doing something like that. I'm getting that message right now. You might have to go, kind of down under for a little while. Maybe go off the radar. Maybe you're going to go, what's that? What's that called? What the hell's it called? When you go off the grid. You might be going off the grid for a year or two. There might be, because I'm getting a lot of our spiritual friends right now are having our overloads right now, and we're needing to disconnect, and so that might be happening is what I'm getting. There might be a disconnection for some of us. I'm going to leave it at that. Because I believe that the message was for a couple of us, but it was definitely for me. So thank you for bringing that up. That's your message. You're welcome. Oh God, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There's a snake in the grass at the bottom? You guys freaking rock. Hold on. I talked about that earlier today, didn't I? About the snake in the grass. Hold on. You see. No, it's not a snake. That's the pot. See, now that's a message in itself, though. Something appears dangerous, but it's not. Something appears differently than it is. That's a good message for me, too. Thank you for that. If you're looking at in front of the castle, it looks as though there's like serpent tails. Is that what you're looking at? If you're looking at that, these are just designs on the castle itself, as you can see there at the top. But do pay attention. If you pick that up for yourself, then that's a warning for you. Okay? If that's what came to your mind, then there is a snake in the grass in your life, and you have to be aware of that. That is a message for yourself. Your higher self just gave you that. So pay attention to that. That's not what I got, and that's not what I saw. I did zero in on that pot to see, because I wondered what that was. But that's not what I saw. I don't see anything negative. So that's another message to myself, that other people might think that what I'm probably going to embark on would be negative, but for me, I don't have any fear. But for you right now, there is something that you need to pay attention to. There's a snake in the grass. Somebody who's pretending to be something other than they are. Or maybe an opportunity that is presenting itself to you as something good when it's not. So pay attention to that. Okay.
You see a yellow butterfly, and towards the back, the ram horns. The ram horns are, they're a part of the building, but there's another message. I'm an Aries, I'm a ram, so it means that whatever difficulty, whatever this life challenge, you have the ability to butt away from you. You have the ability to defend yourself, is what I get from the ram horns. The yellow in front right there, it is a butterfly. It looks like a paperwhite. It is a yellow butterfly. So yellow butterfly, you know what? The butterfly is actually not yellow. Well, it could be for you if you want it to, but think of the angel. The angel's lit up, so it might just be the lighting. I would say that it's a white butterfly. You can make it yellow if you want it to be yellow, but a white butterfly specifically means purity, and it means something specific. Let me around. Let you guys look at this again. You guys get clear on this picture. Whoops, sorry. You look at this picture, and I'm going to look at this because there is a specific meaning for a white butterfly, and I know that you picked. I'll see if there's a yellow one. But I know for a white butterfly, it represents something specific. It's the color of purity, and it means that there's something specific about that, that you're protected. So I believe that it's, to me personally, I feel it's a white butterfly because the angel is lit up. I feel like the colors look yellow because of the sunset. Maybe not. We'll look up both, but a white butterfly definitely means that there's protection around you, and I feel that because this has been a very challenging life experience, and you're going through a very difficult time, there's letting you know that you're protected. But a white butterfly also means that there's a message coming. Okay? It's good fortune. Some people have negative connotations for white butterflies, but I don't go there. I don't predict death, and I don't like talking about it in any way whatsoever. A butter yellow fly. How funny. A butter yellow fly. There is a specific meaning for a yellow butterfly as well. So that you saw that. So this is for you because you're the one who saw that. When the yellow butterfly, let's see. Come on. I'm asking, so I'm looking this up for us as we speak. So look and see if there's anything else. Come on. This is taking forever. All right, I'm going to make it go back. This is a very long card, but see how I mean how the messages aren't just for one person, they're for all of us, because all of these things that we're picking out, therefore, these are messages that everybody needs to hear. These are things that when you see this now, so now that you recognize this, when you see a yellow butterfly go by or a white butterfly go by, you'll recognize a white butterfly means that I'm being protected. It also means that there's a message coming from me. It also symbolizes if someone in your life has departed, it's a message from them saying hello to you and that, I'm on my way and things are well. But the yellow butterfly, they told me that there is a message for a yellow butterfly. What is it? Can you show us what it is? What are the yellow and black butterfly meanings? Oh, come on. It's not giving it to me. All right. Well, hold on. I found it here. A monarch butterfly is mostly yellow, but that one is completely yellow. That's the thing that's different. So I don't know if I can find a message for a completely yellow butterfly. I don't have it. So if anybody else wants to figure that out, be my guest. We got 100 people that I'm supposed to read for. Things are not as big as they appear. All right, I'm moving on. Who's next? Somebody's saying, I always wanted a good girl. I'm going to take a good girl. I love this song. Make sure you back that ass up to me. That's so funny. Connie? Okay. I'm laughing at this song. I'm going to take a good girl. I always wanted a good girl. I know who this is talking about. Ooh. Okay, Connie West? Is it Connie West? Okay. Correct for neutrality. Connie's messaged me. Oh, she's on there. I've got all of these people that are writing to me, and I didn't see them because I'm on live. I'm going too slow, you guys. I've got to move quicker. It's already 9 o'clock. Baby, can you breathe? Hey, Kaylee, this is for you. This is for you. He said, hey baby, I got this from Jamaica. It always worked for me. That's for Kaylee. Just wanna get in this. That's this one. Woo! Blurred lines. I know you want it. Must wanna get nasty. Woo! I should be dancing. I'm gonna turn this down. I just had to get that for Kaylee. That's hysterical. Okay. Justice! Yeah, baby! Alrighty then. That's what we want to see. Okay. Oh, wait. It's way too loud. Hold on. Oh, okay. Justice. All right. So first of all, the scales are balanced. We have left the month of Libra, but the scales are still balanced, so justice is going to be meted out. Things are going to be balanced. Fair and just decisions are going to take place in whatever it is that you have been concerned with. They're also telling you, you need to do the right thing for the right reason. No manipulation. Don't give somebody something in order to get something back. Don't, make sure that the decisions that you are making are just and fair for... Oh my God, you guys, hold on. It's... I had to bring this on. Come on, we gotta dance. Get rowdy. Get up and dance. Girl, I love it when your body turns on me, baby. I love it when the music stops, but come on, strip that down for me, baby. Now there's a lot of people in the crowd, but only you can dance for me. So put your hands on my body and swing that round for me, baby. Okay, I had to do that. When that song comes on, that's a message to me. So that's showing me justice. Okay, so do the right thing for the right reasons. Stand up for your beliefs. Don't back down because it's not popular, right? This is about standing in your integrity and being who you are, no matter what comes against you. We've been showing this, we already were shown for this week that there would be arrows coming at us, that we would have arrows coming at us, which would be people disagreeing with us, people giving us points of view that were going against what we stood for and what we believed. So at this time, Spirit is saying a lot of different messages in this particular card. You're trying to make a decision right now. Which way should I go? You're trying to carefully decide. You're the one here holding the scale, and you're trying to balance. Okay, what's the best thing for me to do, right? So what the best thing for you to do is, what is it that's going to be keeping you on your path? What is going to be keeping you on your spiritual path? Because when you make your decisions based on your spiritual path, everything goes in the right direction. So you need to make sure also that you are, yes, take other people into consideration, but you need to consider yourself first. This is your life. You can't help anyone else if you're not happy. So this is about, and you can't make everyone happy. You can't. So this is about taking everything that you can into consideration and following your heart, listening to your higher self and spirit, and making the decision and the choice that you need to make that's going to lead you in the direction that is in the highest good for all concerned. Now, it also means that if you're in some kind of a situation where you're waiting for an answer for something, or a verdict, or you're waiting, am I going to get the loan? Am I gonna pass this? Whatever it is, this is telling you that it's going to turn out in your favor, right? It also means, and I've been getting this a lot lately. I've been getting a lot about documents. I don't know what this is for me in my life, but I keep hearing documents. There's going to be documents. So make sure that you. If there's any documents that you need to take care of, anything in the court system, like for me, with my taxes, I need to make sure that that's taken care of. Don't leave anything to chance. Dot your I's, cross your T's, right?
Take responsibility for your own actions. Justice is meted out when you are responsible for what you do. It's also about resisting an injustice. Don't allow, like I said, don't allow anybody to push their weight around on you. This is also about apologizing. It could be you that needs to apologize to someone else, and it could be that someone is maybe going to be apologizing to you. So they're asking for you to come from a place of compassion and mercy. If that's because they're wanting everything to be balanced out. And unconditional love says we need things to be in harmony. Doesn't mean that you have to hang out with the person. Doesn't mean that you're going to be their best friend. It doesn't even mean, all it means is that let the past go. So forgiveness, maybe it needs to be extended in a situation. There. You're a Libra? Okay. Hi, Landon. Okay. Angel in the Dark Forest. This one. It looks like smoke that's all around. It looks like, and the song is playing is thunder. I was thunder and lightning. So, no, it's smoke all around. You know what? I do see, yeah, you're right, you know? It does, you know, it also kind of reminds me of Sherwood Forest. Or like, you know, you would see the forest where Snow White and the evil Step Queen was chasing after her. So maybe you've come out of a real shitty situation. And you're like, you know, give me a break already. And I also feel like, check it out. Archangel Raguel almost looks like a genie coming out of a bottle. So it's like someone's coming to the rescue. Remember we were told? Good look. Good call on that, Kaylee. Because remember we were told that somebody was going to come on Wednesday and on Thursday. On Wednesday there was a male influence that was going to come. Like, I feel like it's like the knight in shining armor. But somebody that was going to come with an idea. Someone's going to come with an answer. And that one's like coming out of the smoke, coming out of the mist. So the fact that I was thinking of the dark forest, the dark creepy forest, and the fact that there's justice coming. So there may have been somebody that's in a really, has been done dirty. And it's coming to light. That's what the eclipse energy is. There's something that's coming to light, and it's going to be taken care of. And it's like there's a genie in a bottle that's coming out. It's just going to fucking wipe it out. And the fairness is finally coming to light. That's what I feel like. So good call for you. All right, who's next? I'm gonna I gotta clear my check out my glasses cleaner with my great horned owl who sees past the illusion and the deception and the lies. That's me, baby. Okay. All right. Now let's see if I can see a little bit better. Oh my God. Life is so much better when you can see. Who's next, please? I love that you look at the pictures differently, Kaylee. I love, that's why I like doing this. I love doing this. I love having the feedback because it makes me think, you know, and when you say something, it gives me another idea. Spirit drops another message down, so that's awesome. Continue to do that. You're welcome. Good night. Who's next, please? Crystal, thank you. Love this song. Check out, I'm going to shuffle while I listen. It's a cool song. Oh, this is about somebody they knew they loved each other and they had to split up. And he's got her heart and she's got his. So Spirit, bring them back together. Oh, I got prickles in my hands when I said that. Justice, bring them back together. See in Havana. What do you see in Havana? Okay. Look at my... Isn't this cool? I gotta show you guys. I love this stuff. Look at my panther totem. That's me. The bees for sweet victory. The angel. Butterfly for transformation. The seahorse. This is the knight in shining armor. And this, I got this for my daughter, and she didn't appreciate it enough, so I had to take it away from her. I don't even know if she knows that I have it. But on her wing it says, "You must do the thing that you think you cannot do." Eleanor Roosevelt.
Isn't that cool? Okay. I know, I so want to dance. I miss dancing so much. I don't hang out with anybody and I don't go dancing anymore. I used to go dancing 5 nights a week. My body was badass because I danced all night long. Okay, Crystal. I should just be dancing around. All right. It is, wait a second. I like flipping it like that. So awakening. So you see this angel hanging upside down. Archangel Gabriel. Now, Archangel Gabriel is the messenger. So we just were shown with the butterfly that there's a message coming. Okay, so what I'm getting from that is the fact that the Archangel Gabriel is hanging upside down. Hold on, the radio's a little too loud. Hold on a second. I get messages though. But sometimes it's distracting. Okay. The fact that Archangel Gabriel is the messenger and she's hanging upside down and we were told that a message is coming, they're telling you to look at things from a different perspective. So the message that's coming, it might catch you off guard, or you might at first think something specific. But they're saying try and look at it from a different perspective. The message that's coming, it may not be what you think at first. Give yourself a little bit of time. Also, they're telling you specifically that this is the fact that she's hanging upside down makes me think of the hanged man in tarot. So the hanged man means that you're waiting, you're hanging around, you're waiting. So that's the temporary stall. Things can't move forward right at this moment. And also the fact that they're hanging upside down, she's different than other people. So maybe you're doing things different than others. Let's look at her upright. Look how incredibly beautiful she is. Wow, she's freaking phenomenally gorgeous. Now see her horn? She's coming with a message, you guys. There is a message coming. And it might cause some turbulent emotions is what I'm getting because of the storm clouds. Or it might be that she's coming from bringing a message from somebody who has been going through something really horrible. Okay? So maybe you're going to have to be there for somebody in your life. And they're saying it's important to be yourself. So be the real you. Don't try to be anything other than you. Don't try and put a pretense on is what I'm getting. So then if they're asking you to look at things from a different perspective, maybe the way you're proceeding isn't garnering you the results that you are desiring. So maybe you could kind of approach things maybe in a different way. Maybe if you turn left, turn right. If you normally speak, don't speak. If you are normally the one that makes the first move, wait. If you're normally the one that waits, maybe it's time for you to make a move. Whatever it is, if you normally are somebody that looks outside of the box, maybe try things more by the book. And if you're somebody who actually does things by the book, more black and white, well, try things outside the box. Do different. Whatever it was, come from a different perspective. The fact that she's hanging upside down makes me think of the great heron, or the heron and the cranes, how they dance to their own beat and they do their own things their own way. So it's for you to embrace your unique way of seeing things or doing things. That maybe other people, the fact that she's hanging upside down like that, maybe you're not doing things the way other people do things. I'm thinking of something right now. Maybe you get up and you dance when you're doing readings. Now, people may think, what are you doing? But maybe there was a song, maybe there was a message in the lyrics that were sung that for you guys you didn't get, but one person in the group got it. It meant something. It also is telling you to be spontaneous. It also is telling you, you know what, this can be fun. It means make your work fun. This is my spiritual work, and it's fun for me. So to jump up and down and get up and dance and listen to the radio and breathe some life into, do things differently. I like to do things differently. This is just the way I am, but it's fun, actually, right? It's kind of boring. If you go to class, like say this is a spiritual class, because it is a spiritual class. This is. These are messages that Spirit's bringing through me to help people. And if I just sat there and I did it boring and I, you know, at a table and, you know, with my poker, what is this thing called? My, you know, the stick the teacher has, you know, it could be really dull and boring. So jumping up and down and having music going and dancing and singing and it makes things more fun. It makes it lively. It's riveting. So maybe that's what they want you to do. Maybe they want you to do something a little bit differently. Maybe if you present your project to somebody, do it in a different way. Do it in a unique way. My friend, I don't know if she, are you on there, Joy? Joy Smith? She presented something to someone and her business card, she makes these calendars. Remember I showed you guys? She makes these calendars. This is her calendar. We're still on October. So she makes calendars and they've got beautiful pictures. So she left one of her calendars as her business card. It's her. It's her. She did it. And it showed her unique artistic ability, right? So maybe they want you to do something like that. Do something from a different way, right? Think of all the different ways that you would do something in a different way than others. What else? It's definitely, so, okay. So if you were a normal angel and you were doing things like this, she's dancing and swinging around, and all of a sudden, whoop, she's thinking, if I hang upside down, everything looks different, right? If I were to hang upside down, okay, I gotta turn around, I gotta tell you this. Did you ever, in school, we went through this place, and I don't know if other people did it, my screen's going all dark again, I don't know why it's doing that. Into a place where the room is upside down. It was in Canada. I grew up in Canada. We went to the Pacific National Exhibition, and everything was upside down. So look at this room. Let's do this. Okay. So I'm looking at this room upside down. Now, how cool is that? The floor is now, the ceiling is now the floor, right? And you're walking around. Isn't that bitchin'? Look how clean my house is. It's so not cluttered when you look at it upside down. Oh, so that's an idea. Okay, so things aren't as cluttered when you look at them upside down, right? You get a clearer perspective of things, of certain things, because other things, okay, I can't even breathe because I was hanging upside down. Face is all red. You get a different perspective because other stuff's out of the way, right? So my room looked totally clean because there were certain things that I was looking at that were now not there. Now I'm seeing things that weren't there, and other things that were in my way are out of the way. So that's what you do when you look at things from a different perspective. My head is like ready to blow up from hanging upside down. Okay, hold on. She's got an idea. Looks like she's in some kind of a water look at the bubbles and waves. She looks like she's leaving her body by looking at the shadows. Oh, I love the way you're doing that. Okay, hold on. Let me look. Hold on. I'm going to spin down. Okay. So, yeah, there's bubbles. So there's bubbles on her dress, right? But you're right. And by the way the wings are, it looks like water moving. So maybe you're upside down in your emotional waters. So somebody right now, like I said, somebody in my life right now is going through a difficult time. So it might be that they're upside down in their emotional waters. So you might be feeling like you're drowning in your emotional waters, right? So what do you have to do to change that perspective? It's the way I'm looking at things. I got to turn around. I got to stop looking at things from this perspective. If I look at things from a different perspective, if I start focusing on the positive things instead of focusing on the things that are stressing me out, then all of a sudden I'm not going to be drowning in my emotional waters. I'll pull my head up out of the water because I'm doing this to myself. I love it, Kaylee, when you bring stuff in. That's so awesome. She looks like she's leaving her body. So maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you need to get outside of yourself. Maybe, what would my life look like if I was looking in? If this wasn't me? If I was talking to a friend and they told me my story, what would my response be? Or what would my suggestions or my advice be to myself if I was giving my advice to a friend? If this was my daughter, my friend, my best buddy, my dad, my mom. Because sometimes you put up with things but you would never allow a friend to put up with it, right? Or sometimes you don't think that, you want to take a risk, but you would say to somebody else, go for it. Or maybe you don't think you're worth it, but you would say to somebody else, of course you're worth it. So take yourself out of the situation, right? And imagine what it would be if it was somebody else that this story was happening to. Brianna says,
She's coming from the universe to the planet, but she's looking back towards the universe. So look to spirit. Get out of your emotional body. Get out of the fact that you are a human being in this suit, because you're actually a very strong, powerful spiritual being, and you're living. What you're doing is you're playing a part. This is just a part that you're playing, and these are all actors all around you, and you really can't be harmed, because you are a powerful spirit being. You have spirit on your side, and you have the ability to rise above that. So get out of that. All right. Pointing stick. I know, I couldn't think of what the hell it was. God. Okay, that's it for that person. Who's next? Whoops, sorry. How am I going to do this? Hold on. Sorry. Okay, who's next? I gotta get rolling here. This is ridiculous. I probably only done 4 people. This is definitely going to be our message to dream on tonight. People are going to be like, what? But come on, there's so many messages tonight. Didn't I just do Joyce? Did I just do Joy? Who did I just do? Who did I just do? Thank you, Lorena, for helping me. Thank you. I did Crystal? Okay. And I didn't know who I did, sorry. I get so into it that I forget who I'm talking to. I really liked looking at the room upside down. I always thought that was the coolest thing, to be able to go into a place and upside down. Man, my house is really clean anyway. It's really neat. But it did show me that when I move into my bus or my van or wherever what I'm moving into, I'm going to really reduce the amount of stuff that I have, because it's getting really cluttered in here. This is hard for me to part with stuff. It's my mom's fault. She was a pack rat. Okay. Let's see. So Crystal's next. Crystal's next? Why did Crystal say just thank you? Joyce is next. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm blowing it here. So if this is Joyce, this is Joyce. If it's Crystal, it's Crystal. Somebody needs to tell me again. Dancing on the ceiling. That was me, baby. No what? What am I not getting right? Help me. What is it that's actually happening right now? Joyce is next. Alrighty then. Well, Joyce, you're going to like your message. Well, you could like your message, because your message goes both ways. Okay? This can be, there's 2 ways to take this. All right. The Lover's card. Now, the first, and I'm sorry, but the very first message that I get with the Lovers is not the Lovers. I always get that it's a fork in the road. I always do. It's just the way I think. Probably because I don't put, because I always see us as independent, all of us, so I don't go there first. So to me, there's a path, that choice that you need to make about your life, and the choice that you make is going to have a great impact on not only yourself but other people as well. So I'm going to read it both ways. But the choice that you make is going to affect more than yourself. So there's other people involved in the choice that you make. So that's why you have to be very careful, that you weigh your options carefully. Make sure that everything is considered, and that when you make that choice, you're able to do it. You're able to act on it, okay? That's the first message. Now, the second message that everybody wants to see is that there is either a significant relationship that's about to enter, a lover relationship that's about to come into your life, or it's on your mind. Now, Archangel Raphael is the healing angel, so the first thing that comes to me is there may be a healing taking place in a love relationship. This doesn't have to be lovers. It could be familial, friendship, but there's absolutely a healing that's taking place. As I said, it could be a platonic friendship. So whatever it is, it's on your mind. And what they're telling you is they want you to, well, the song, did you hear that? Maybe I should stop and start confessing. That's literally what the song just said. Maybe I should stop and start confessing. And this is about somebody who's watching somebody and knows that they're watching, knows that they're being watched, but they're not speaking, and they need to speak up. So this song is going along with this part of the message, that's what needs to happen right now. Communication needs to take place right now. It's key. It's important. If you want this relationship to succeed, you need to communicate at this time. And they're telling you that not to worry about the communication, because it's going to be well received. What else? Well, the Lovers would represent also that you may be moving to a higher level of commitment. Somebody may be getting engaged. Somebody may be asking you out. They could be getting engaged. Somebody may be asking you to move in. Somebody may be getting married. Whatever it is, it's moving to a higher level. Or you're having a healing taking place between you and a marriage partner. Or there's a healing taking place between you and your lover. Or maybe you guys have been broken up and you're coming back together, because healing is absolutely going on here. The color of the heart chakra. Okay, I'm going to look and see what Kaylee has to say. Let's see. I'm shocked. Kaylee, you don't have anything to say on this one? All right, let's see. What am I looking at? I'm seeing a snake wrapping around the tree to the left. So the snake represents two things. I'm going to say it. One, healing, yes. But two, that there may have been a snake in the grass that caused a problem between these two. And Archangel Raphael is coming forward to heal this situation, because I keep going back to what we were given today about scandals and epiphanies and something coming to light. So there may have been something that's been done underhanded that's coming to light. It's wrapping up around that tree. So I'm getting it could be the family tree. So maybe there's somebody in the family that's done something shitty that's coming to light, and maybe there's the need for forgiveness so that there can be a healing that takes place. All right? I've got to give you everything that I'm seeing. He is trying to protect them. You know what? That's perfect, Kaylee. You're so perfectly dead on. I love when you jump in. Because this snake that's wrapped around this family tree, Archangel Raphael is not going to allow that to affect these two. He's saying it's enough. I'm coming in to put an end to this. That's why we got the Justice card. There's going to be a healing that takes place. These two deserve to be together. These two don't need this bullshit happening. And I'm going to protect you. I love that. Thank you for that. I'm going to guide you in the steps that you need to take. And the first step that you need to take is to communicate with one another and express yourself. That is the message. All right, I'm ending it there. Kaylee, don't give me any more. I got to go to the next person. Don't give me any more. Who's next, please? Who's next? I'm going to start shuffling. Oops. Damn it. I'm going to start shuffling while you tell me who's next. Catherine is next. Can you tell me what number Catherine is, please? I love the interaction. Brianna and Kaylee are kicking ass as far as bringing in. Kaylee, I knew you were going to come up with something. It seems like he doesn't want to see failure in anyone. No, of course he doesn't. Because you know what? They're meant to be together. The lovers are divinely guided together. This is a spiritual union. They're meant to be together. They've been thwarted and they've had shitty things happen to them, and it's not fair. That's why justice is coming to take care of it. Because there's a gateway that's happening right now for soulmates and twin souls. And so the ones who are in line for this right now, this is the opening that's happening. So the angels are stepping in. Divine intervention. So yes. She's number 9? Okay, and we're doing how many? Oh, right on. Love this message. Love this message. How many am I doing, please? Catherine is 9. Wait a minute. Okay, Catherine is 9. We're doing 11. Okay, thank you. Okay, hold on. All right, check out this card. If you couldn't be any more happy than this. So many messages come forward. Kaylee, you're going to blow up with this one, I know. All right, so we see Archangel Uriel. He lights things up. So whatever it is that you're concerned with, whatever it is that's been going on, if you guys are looking at moving forward in a new direction, you're not quite sure. Remember, we got the message, the hummingbird said to wait, and Spirit would show us the way, that our information would be coming soon enough, but wait until the information was lit up. Well, Uriel is the one. I have Archangel Uriel. Hold on, let me show you guys. I love showing you guys my stuff. This is Archangel Uriel. And he is the one that you call upon for illumination. Right? And I've got this is wishes. This is a dream bottle full of wishes. And he's going to light my path. That's why I had him there, because I asked him to light things up. I always ask the angels to light things up for me, so I know which direction to take. Oh, you guys, that's why I had to get up. Hi, Mama's chicken. Come on inside. Hi. Want to say hi to everyone? What? What? Hi. You want to say hi? She wants attention. You guys, I just got to give her attention for a second. You can be a part of this. This is what she does. We came out here, maybe we're going to see a barn owl. Okay, it's dark, so you guys can't really see her. But I come out here and I give her attention, and this is her, listen to her. You hear? Okay, I gotta go in, Lily. That's her Cleopatra's, her chase lounge. Okay, so Archangel Uriel lights the path. He's gonna show you the direction that you're meant to go in. They're telling you that whatever it is that you've been considering, you're going to have a positive outcome. This is divinely blessed. The sunflowers follow the light. They wake up in the morning and they follow the sun across the sky. So it always tells you that always look to spirit first. Keep your head up to spirit for your answers. There's every butterfly in every color. We've got the sacral, solar plexus, heart chakra, all of the chakras lit up in full transformation. We've got the North Star shining bright. There's a little one there too, but I keep getting follow your true north. Follow your guiding star. There's one here too. The song, I feel it coming, babe. I feel it coming. So that's the energy I've been feeling all day too. I feel it coming. Something really wonderful is coming. It's like the new day is dawning, right? The bluebird of happiness we've got over here. New growth, right? New growth, little sprouts. So maybe it's just the beginning stages. They're telling you to have confidence in yourself because you are on the right path. Keep your thoughts positive. That's why keep your eyes up to spirit. That's keeping your thoughts positive and looking in the direction that you wish to go. Everything's turning out perfectly. It's turning out better than you realize. This is a time that we're having epiphanies. This is a time you're having good ideas and you're supposed to follow them. They want you to be confident. Look at Archangel Uriel. How confident, standing there. What's in the front of his skirt? Where's my magnifying glass? There's something on the front of his skirt. I guess it's just a dark green, part of a sash, but his solar plexus is lit up. So that is self-worth. See his solar plexus being lit up right here, right in the center? If that's not at the heart, it's below. So that's about self-worth. I am worthy. I am worthy, and I deserve this. I deserve what's coming to me. I feel it coming, babe, and I deserve it. That's why I'm confident, and I know that Spirit's on my side. Whatever work that you've done, whatever spiritual work you've done, whatever physical, whatever mental, emotional work that you've done, it's brought positive changes into your life. You're on the right path. This is also, the fact that he's standing there up on a pedestal and he's all lit up means to me that you're going to be recognized for your work, but you're also going to be recognized for who you are. People may be starting to notice you. For, in a relationship, maybe you were taken advantage of or taken for granted, but no longer. You're now shining in the light. Or maybe you've come from a dark period and you've worked right through and you're really proud of yourself and I'm shining bright. And they're telling you also, don't dim your light because others might not understand or might be disagreeing with what you have to say or do. Allow your light to shine because you're guiding others. You're an example to others at this time. This is definitely public recognition. You have achieved something that you're very, very proud of. This is about excellent and not only physical health but emotional health. So even if you're going through something right now, Spirit is saying if you stay on your path, this will come. You're on the right path. I can't think of anything bad. Hold on, I'm going to swipe it across and see what Kaylee has to say. The possibilities in this. The bright stars show me guidance if someone is lost but will find their way there. Right. Follow your stars. There's a song again. I don't like the role you made me play the fool. I don't like you. This is the song about somebody who's been done dirty, so we can recognize it's okay, everyone. Spirit's taking care of it. Justice is coming. The rope around his waist, it's gold. Oh, you guys, I've got to tell you something. Have you noticed that I'm not wearing my rings that I always wear? I'm not wearing my rings. Notice that finger, the burn on that finger, and notice the burn on those two fingers. And I was saying, why are my fingers burned? Why can I not wear my rings?
2 years ago, I had a dream, and I think I talked about it with you guys. I'm not sure if I did. I think I did the other day, and I said that my ex, or the person that I thought was my twin that is not, the false twin, and my ex-boyfriend were riding in the field, the backfield, and there was a storm, and the father came in, and he yelled back to them, "Where is she?" And they both said, well, she said she was coming, and he said, "You were supposed to care for her," right? And he was angry because the door was open, and he said the front door is open, and there's a storm raging out there, and she's gone. She's gone into the storm. So that was me. These people were in my life. They were lined up in my life, and they could have gone to the next level in their life with me, but they didn't care for me. They didn't recognize what was there. This is just literally, this is an example of how Spirit works with me, with my dreams. Now, at that time when the Father was looking for me, I later found myself sitting in a rocking chair. And as I was in the rocking chair, I looked down at my hand, remember? And there was a wet leaf on my hand. It was like the color of, it was a fall leaf on my hand because I had come in from the storm. And I'm in a rocking chair meeting, I'm waiting, right? I went to lift the leaf off of my ring, my moonstone ring. And when I looked at it, it wasn't moonstone, it was the color, I saw my skin. And I said, I know who gave me this ring. I know where my true north is. I know where my moon is, who I will follow. But last night I was talking to my girlfriend, and I said, I can't wear my rings. I don't understand why I can't wear my rings. And I said, it isn't the stone, because 3 of them are just silver. I've always been able to wear them. Why can't I wear them? I said, what does silver represent to you? And she said, it's not as precious as gold. And it's second best. And I kept saying that I won't settle. I won't settle. I want the best. I will not settle. As far as my love, my twin soul, I won't settle. Even though people are saying, you're going to have to settle, everybody does. And I said, no, I'm not going to settle. I want the best. I know what I want. I deserve the best. And so gold is the best. Now what's interesting is, if it was just the fact that I couldn't have anything on my fingers, why does my carnelian ring not bother me? It's fine. It's the silver. The silver all of a sudden. And I said, so she goes, you're not settling for second best. Anytime I try to put the silver on my ring or go back to thinking about, maybe I am supposed to go back there, because I kept getting, I told you I've got the 2 that are battling over me, the energies, the false twin and the real twin. And they confuse me. I know where my heart is, but everyone, my spiritual friends, everyone is telling me to let go of this one and go back to the one that's constantly around for me. But if I go to put on the silver, it burns my fingers. I'm being burned by it. It's not in my highest good, and I'm not going to fucking settle. Also, it tells me that I'm in the time period now, because when I went out into the storm, which is what I'm in right now, I have been in for the last 3 years, when I went to look at my finger, I saw flesh color. I didn't see and I always wear my rings. Always. So the fact that I'm looking at flesh now instead of my moonstone shows me that I'm in that time period. Isn't that amazing? I think that's amazing. Okay. Looks like a woman, Kaylee. I knew I seen that person. If it just me, but look close to the left. There's a person standing on that cloud. Looks like they're reaching out for Uriel. Hold on. Yes, you're right. You're right. The arms are reaching out. You're right. So I realize that this is Archangel Uriel standing there, but it also represents us and the person that I'm reading for. And you're in the spotlight and you're shining brightly. And remember, we were told, be careful, because there are those who may envy us. There may be jealousy. There may be ones who want what we have. I told you that I have a false twin that's battling, and he wants my energy. And this can be a negative or it can be a positive, because Spirit's saying, don't dim your light, because the vultures are circling, right? This could be an energy seeker. This could be an energy vampire that's wanting to take from the light, because when you're shining the light, your energy is very strong and they want your energy. Oh, I'm getting a ringing in my right. Okay, I'm getting a ringing in my right ear as I say that. So that is a yes, an absolute yes. That's the night side. When you get a ringing in your left ear, it's from Spirit, like a positive energy. But when you get a ringing in your right side, that is the night side coming in, not the light side. So they're telling me that yes, that's what's going on. This one
may show themselves as a spiritual person, but they're actually an energy vampire. So protect yourself. Notice Uriel's got his wings up, wrapped around, protecting himself, okay? That energy is there. I'm not taking that as a positive energy. I'm taking that as an energy sucker because Uriel's lit up and the wings are folded in. Completely protected, self-protected, self-aware, but because when people shine brightly, others don't like it. Wow. That's a really, really loud sign. Looks like a lion behind the one reaching out to Uriel. The false twin is a Leo. So that's the loudest message that I've heard tonight. Thank you very much. I'm letting this one go, you guys. We're done with this card. Wow. That's amazing. Hold on.
Michelle is next. Thank you. I'm just really excited that I'm in the time period that I dreamed about 2 years ago. That's pretty cool to me because never in my life do I go without wearing my rings. I wear them all the time. Okay. Song, I want something just like this. This is somebody who doesn't think a lot of themselves, doesn't see themselves in the role of a superhero, just sees himself as not worthy or something, and they're wrong. They're wrong. They're wrong. I hope they're watching this reading. You are worthy. That's why Archangel Uriel's standing up on that platform with the gold cord, and that was the message. Sorry, that's why I tied it all in. The gold cord that Kaylee that spoke about, wrapped around Uriel's waist. He's not wearing silver. He was wearing gold, the finest, because he's worthy, deserves the best. We all deserve the best, and we should expect nothing but the less than the best for ourselves. Period. Ooh, yeah, we should. Like this one. Okay, Michelle.
6 of Earth. Talk about the scales being balanced, you guys. Yeah, baby. So, the scales being balanced don't have to always represent money. However, it does say gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving enough money that you could pay off a loan, okay? Now, the scales, again, they could be the scales of justice. They don't have to be the scales of money. It could be justice. Because in this particular basket, there's a face. So it's like, and there's a body in this one. There's an entire female body in that one that the angel is putting into that dish. They're all bodies. They're all people. Okay? So things are balancing out for people is what I'm getting. Justice is balancing out for the relationships in your life. I've got the hiccups. You've got to be freaking kidding me. I had the hiccups already today. The colors of the wings are multicolors. So rainbow out for difficult times. Look at the mountain behind. That looks like lightning. I know it's roads, but it looks very treacherous behind there. And it's very beautiful in the foreground. So you may come through a very, very difficult time, and now things are balancing out for you. The 6 of Earth, 6 represents material, and 6 always says don't be so concerned with what's going on in the world. Lift your thoughts to spirit, and the Earth means the need to get balanced. So don't make. I'm going in every direction with this one. Don't get out of balance. Don't get hung up on the material things and lose your balance. Okay, make sure that things are equally balanced. That your spiritual life and your emotional and your physical life you're not working too much, but you're spending enough time on your spiritual life. You're also spending time with your family, because that's what I'm getting here too, is that maybe you've been working so much that your family has been neglected, or the ones that you love. So now you're taking that time away from your work and you're balancing out and you're putting it over there so that there's an equal balance for the people in your life as well as the work in your life. There's so many things that are coming through for me right now. Also, if you've got gifts coming towards you, be grateful. Thank Spirit right now, because they're already telling you that things are going to balance out for you, and it may come in the form of gifts. Other people may come forward with gifts, or the opportunities could be ideas for you or help for you. So thank Spirit right now, because the universe loves a grateful heart, right? It may not be that you're receiving this. It may be that you're giving this. Like for me tonight, I'm giving of my time. I'm doing this for you guys because I love you. So I'm a cheerful giver. I like doing this for you guys. It makes me happy. So you may be the one also that's giving to another. We don't always have to be compensated for what we do, right? You should have you have a gift just in giving. You have the pleasure of giving, right? And they're telling you that if somebody does come forward with opportunities at this time, we've already been told to jump on the opportunities. So they're telling you that the people that are bringing these opportunities to you are decent people. You can count on them to be fair. They're reliable people. They're responsible people. Okay? It also says that maybe you're getting a promotion. You might be getting a pay raise. Maybe that's why the scales are being tipped over there. Maybe they're taking from some part of the budget. They've been given the company's been given a budget so that they can distribute more funds, right? So you might be getting that. Maybe you're getting a loan. This person is taking from over here and bringing it in, so somebody's going to maybe give you a loan, an upfront, so they can carry you off. Whatever it is, maybe you've got the ability. Maybe you're going to consolidate. Maybe somebody's going to help you put all your loans together into one. Consolidate your loans so that you've got one payment instead of a bunch of little payments. Think about all these things that are coming up. Whatever it is, it's celebration time. It's something to be grateful for. All right, hold on. Looks like someone walking up a mountain to the left. To the left. Okay, so I don't see anybody there, but just because I don't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. And when you see that, somebody walking, you know what I do see? I see an entire being right here. So it's the elementals. So, wow, that's amazing. They're standing there with a staff and they've got a crown. So if somebody's walking up a mountain to the left is your heart side. And if they're walking up a mountain, when the great wave comes, go to the mountain. The mountain is meditation. It also means spirit. So follow your heart along your spiritual path. It also may mean that somebody is going to be literally going up the mountain. I thought I was going to live in the mountains, and following their heart, maybe that's where you're meant to go. God, there's so many things that come with that. She's balancing things out, dancing with one foot on the path. So make it fun. She's moving in harmony. Dancing means moving in harmony. More in the back. Like right here, that person right there. To me, if you look at it with a magnifying glass, it's actually just the rocks, but it actually also, I can see, it looks like an angel floating up the side of that. So to me then, if we've got mountains that look treacherous and we've got a beautiful giant elemental being holding a giant staff in the big background, and then the other one floating gracefully up from the bottom of the mountain, it means that if there are any challenges in front of you, Spirit's going to help you. They're going to help it so that you don't have to do all the work alone. It's not going to be as difficult as you think. They're going to help you overcome the challenges, whatever they might be, and it's going to be a lot easier than you realize. Okay, I'm getting it. That's it for that one. Because I have to do the other cards. Thank you for that. That's so cool. Who's next? Oh, I love this song. Hold on. You're last? Okay. Let me in. Woo, this is a good song. Under my skin, if I let you in. Love so soft. This song is saying, I'll let you in, but you gotta treat me right. And if you break it, you buy it. Okay. You're welcome. Looks like a person in a raincoat. And it looks like rain here. Raindrops all around the wings, right? So, emotion. So, okay. If I let you in. Okay, so Kaylee saw rain, and I see rain too down here, and these mountains are treacherous. So I'm thinking earlier today when I was talking about, when I did the reading, and or was it today? I don't even know when it was. They all blend. when I come under my umbrella, so if somebody's come through a difficult time, right? And spirit, and it's raining, and if somebody's going there in a raincoat, that means they're able to make it through their emotional waters. Put your raincoat on, you'll make it through. You're going to be kept safe. That's protection from the rain. So the rain could be tears, the rain could be whatever the emotional, so if you've got rain coming down on you, that's a heavy emotional waters coming down. But rain is also cleansing. So that means if you've got a raincoat that protects you from the rain, it means it's safe to allow it out, allow your emotions out, express yourself. You're safe, you're covered, we got you covered. I get that. You see a lamb? Where do you see a lamb? I love these cards because there's so much you can see. You know what I see? Nobody picked it up. Oh, Kaylee, you're slacking. These cups, look at the bottom of the cups. They look like bees. They look like the bottom of a bee. They look like little honeybees on the bottom. And bees represent sweet victory. Haha, I love that. Mid-mountain looks like a lamb. Mid-mountain. Well, a lamb represents gentleness. It represents purity. Represents Christ. So Christ consciousness, I like that. Christ consciousness. I like that. Was this the last card? Was this the last card, you guys? Or was there one more? Hold on. Lorena, was I supposed to be shuffling and we got called back in? This is and I haven't done you yet, have I? I haven't done you yet, have I? Okay, hold on. That's so funny. We get all into the songs and into the pictures. That's so funny. Kind of means that the person will be ready for what comes. Lamb to the slaughter? Lead me like a lamb to the slaughter? Oh. I have a dirty mind. I just thought of something terrible and I don't want to say it. I won't say it. I don't normally have a dirty mind. I must be channeling somebody. Kaylee, is that you? No, I just heard it's my twin. Oh, okay. It's been too long. All right. A little help here. Somebody's asking for a little help. A little help here. Okay. Kaylee. Okay. Oh, okay. This is interesting to me. Okay, I'm gonna do it both ways. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys something. This card came out upside down. So because it came upside down, I'm gonna read it both ways. Okay? So I'm gonna read the card this way. First of all, check out her face. She's saying, fuck you. I am not backing down. My dragon has got his wings wrapped around me. I've got my staff, and my staff is also the head of a dragon. It's a dragon's body, and it's got a giant citrine, yellow citrine crystal. Okay, it just came to my head. Hold on. And my hands are prickling. So the fact that there's a citrine in the top of her, and it's in the wand back here as well. So the citrine is about healing and balancing. It's energizing your solar plexus. And the solar plexus is about decisive action, right? And the solar plexus is self-worth. So it makes sense that that's the color that's being lit up. And she's saying, I know my self-worth. I am not backing down. You want a part of me? You want a piece of me? Then you better come up to meet me. You better give me what I deserve. You better show me and treat me with respect. Just like the song just said, if you break it, you're going to buy it. I know who I am. I know my worth. And I'm standing here fully aligned and adorned. And I've got my dragon on my side, and he can kick your ass. And I'm telling you straight up, I don't just have these two wands, but I've got all of these wands down here. I have the jewels of the earth, every color that you can imagine. I've got a rainbow at my disposal. I am protecting what is mine. This is mine, what I've worked for. I'm protecting my own energy. because your dragon energy, this could be a dragon protection. I'm protecting my energy from energy vampires. I'm protecting the ones that I love. I'm protecting my projects. I'm protecting what I've been working for, because they're saying maybe it's what I've put into my relationship. I'm protecting my relationship. Don't come near me. Don't mess with me. I know where I'm going. Don't mess with my family. They're telling you to have courage, the courage of your convictions, to stand up for yourself, because you're under fire. 9 of fire. 9 represents endings. And remember, we keep getting, look at the colors. This is passion. So there may be people coming against you. And the fact that, I told you I was going to read this both ways, right? So we're doing it the hard-ass way first, because that's her attitude. She's coming out with that fiery attitude, and she's saying, I'm not going to put up with anybody's shit, right? She's got that attitude. She's put a lot of work into what is hers. She's worked very hard for it. She's not going to let people steal what was hers, right? She believes in herself, and she's going to strengthen her resolve. She's not going to back down, even in the face of maybe this dragon coming against her, right? She's got the stamina, and she's a smart cookie. She knows what she can do. She also doesn't have to fight with you. She's just telling you, don't fuck with me. I've got what I need, and I'm going to protect it, but I don't need to lower myself to your level, right? I will, and that's where I'm going to go the opposite direction, because the card came out like this. So to me, we're going to look at things from a different perspective. Now all of a sudden, it's very open down here. There's a lot of color at the top. It's not negative anymore. It's bright. It's colorful. There's a rainbow of colors after the storm, even her clothes. All of the color up here. So this is the negative energy. She's come out of a negative situation, and it's rainbows ahead. So it's all full steam ahead. So maybe I'm not going to worry about this. I'm not going to get into a battle with you. I am going to figure out how I can make things come to an agreeable conclusion for everyone involved. I'm going to open up my mind to see, what can we do to make this better? They're telling you, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing it in reverse, right? Because it came out in reverse. In this way, it's kind of whipped up, and you've got all of this fiery stuff down here, all the happiness and brightness, and it's kind of murky up there. But it didn't come that way. So I feel like you're coming out of that crappy situation, and it's all rainbows ahead. That's the way I read it. What do you have to say, Kaylee? Say it. You're so funny. I can't remember what it was, and it's a good thing that I can't remember what it was. The dragon looks up to her like she is the boss, because she is. The dragon's her pet. The dragon's her ally. Dragon's looking at her going, boss lady, you got it going on. I'm proud of you. The dragon doesn't have to be her pet. He wants to be her pet. That's what I'm getting. He says, come pet me. She does have her hand on her hip, because she's not backing down. This lady knows her stuff. She knows who she's at. She knows what she's worth. She's also saying, I am very loyal to my dragon, and I will defend my dragon. And if there is no one here, I am here. You know what else I'm seeing? Look at all the eyes. I'm seeing manta rays. This is a manta ray, and this is a manta ray. Okay, you guys, manta ray totem. Manta ray totem. So when the manta ray comes forward, first of all, the manta ray is a very peaceful being. It also comes under the title of a stingray. Can you see them? Stingray there, right? They fly out of the water. They come flying out of the water. So this is you having the ability to leave your emotional waters and fly high. When the manta ray or the stingray comes forward, it tells you it's time to get going. Whatever project, they're telling you that you're going to see a positive result in the next 2 to 4 months. We've been given that message. We've already been given that 2-month time frame. I already got that. They're letting you know everything is in place now. Look at her. She's ready to roll. Everything's in place. His wings are up. He's ready to fly, right? You've got all the tools that you need. You've got all the skills. This is her tool belt. She's got all of her skills of knowledge over here in this little basket. Don't hesitate anymore. Move forward. Have faith in yourself. Stay on course. Keep moving. Don't allow anything to distract you. Even all this camouflage in the background, don't be afraid to protect what is yours. That's what the stingray says. Don't be afraid to protect your path. Also, the stingray manta ray says that you've got a way of lying in wait until your prey comes along, and then you pounce on them and you paralyze them. So it's the expert of camouflage. It's about looking like you're part of the scenery. Now think about that. This dragon with the wings up and it's got horns like green, like leaves on a tree. He's kind of like blending into the background of all of this stuff, right? So you're part of the scenery until you make your move. People don't see you coming. And then all of a sudden, your wings are up and you're flying and you're graceful. And you can fly right out of your emotional waters. So it's about not hesitating when it's time to take action. It also says that you're very, very sensitive to energy. There's another specific message that comes forward, like specific. And what they're saying is they want you to use this tenacity. They want you to have that spunkiness. They're saying that's your key right now. Stick to it. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in your abilities and have faith in what your issue is at hand. We want you to be spunky. We want you to have this attitude. You know, sometimes it's right to go out there and you know what? Fake it until you make it. And even if people do, if you have fear inside, never let them see you sweat. That's what I'm getting. Okay? Love it. And check out this song. Poker Face. See? Check out her face. And after you've been hooked up, they're the one that's on his heart. So, Poker Face. That's what she's playing poker all the way to the end. So even if there's nervousness, she's freaking not going to let them see her sweat. She's going to have a poker face. She's saying, you show me your hand before I say anything. Lay your hand down. Cards on the table, all showing hearts. I want to see them before I make a move or open my mouth. I'm not saying shit till I see what your cards are showing. Kaylee C, I saw the eyes before you. I'm not missing. You goofball. And you know what I see? Look at these two. They're fighting. Okay, so here I'm getting something. Remember how this was an aggressive card, but it came out this way? So these two need to stop fighting. This one's mouth is open. This one's mouth is open. They're the same. Stop coming to loggerheads. Get it together and recognize you're my mirror. We have nothing to fight about. We love each other. We are two of the same. I'm also seeing, hold on. Okay, so the dragon that's wrapped around her citrine wand, in the center of the dragon is green. There's healing. So allow a healing to take place. Stop the arguing here. Because the card came out this way. It didn't come out angry. It came out passive. It came out happy. So it's time to start doing this dance and move together. Okay, that's it, you guys. We're done. It is now 10 o'clock at night and I haven't had dinner.
I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. This is awesome. You guys are freaking awesome. Seriously, this is what I would rather spend a Friday night doing, and it's only Monday, and look how much fun we had. All right, so I'm going to let you go. Oh, you hear this song? I'm bluffing. I'm bluffing with my muffin. So don't be playing games. Don't be playing games. Let's get out and real. Let's start speaking up and be truthful. You're very welcome. Thank you guys for being with me. Thank you for being here tonight. It was a riot. I'm gonna upload this. And I'm going to edit it. I don't take anything out, but when I edit it, sometimes I add things because I'll hear something and then maybe I'll see a crystal or I'll hear something and I'll add it on, like the totem messenger or something. What? What did you see, Kaylee? What did you see? What did you see? Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Love you too. Kaylee, why are you saying, oh man? Oh, it was fun? Okay, cool. I thought you were going to say something else that I didn't see. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for being my secretary, Lorena. Thank you, Kaylee, for jumping in. Thank you, Brianna, for your thoughts. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It was totally fun. I love you guys. Soul Family is badass. When you feel like you're a loner and you don't have any friends. I've literally got 2 friends in California, but I've got all of you guys, and I love that I can call on you guys like this, and everybody showed up. So many people showed up. That's so cool. Thanks for staying to the end. I hate it when people cut out. All right, you guys. I love you. Good night. Have a wonderful night. Yeah, I love the hearts. I love the hearts. Check it out. Oh, I'll leave it. This is for me. Hold on. Listen. He's talking to me. 4 months until our paths cross again. I'm waiting. I'm expecting a meeting. All right. I love you guys. We're going out with this song.